CSAT is just qualifying, no big deal. You might have heard that before. But what if I told you this is the single biggest trap most UPSC aspirants fall into? If you see, the GS prelims cutoff over the years has been decreasing. And yes, the GS paper has gotten difficult over the years, but one thing that has silently been disqualifying aspirants is the CSAT paper. And the biggest mistake with respect to CSAT is starting too late. Why do I say starting late is the biggest mistake? Is because CSAT isn't like GS. In GS, if you read something a couple of times, you most probably will be able to recall it in the exam, even under pressure. But that is not how CSAT works. You can watch lectures, read solved examples, or try to understand the concepts, but that alone will not be enough to ensure CSAT selection because CSAT needs muscle memory, not just memory. It needs for you to practice consistently over months so that when the time comes in the exam hall, you do not freeze when the clock is ticking. Because quant, logical reasoning, comprehension, all of these require muscle memory, not just memory. And that is built with consistent practice over months, not with a crash course in April. See, the problem isn't that CSAT is difficult. The problem is that we underestimate it and overestimate ourselves. Even science grads, engineers, maths people have failed CSAT every now and then. Why is that so? It is because we do not give it the due respect and time it deserves. We do not practice it enough. We do not do it in a timed manner. So, unless you practice requisite number of mock tests, you will succumb under the pressure in the final exam. So, if you are preparing for UPSC 2026, here's what you can do to ensure that you do not fail CSAT. First things first, if you have given any previous attempt at UPSC, check what you scored in the CSAT paper. And if you have not given an attempt until now, pick up any past year paper. Let's say take up the CSAT 2024 paper, solve it in a timed and disciplined manner. So sit for a couple of hours dedicatedly and solve that paper. Find out what you scored. Now, once you have this score, now you can be a better judge of what is your level of preparation when it comes to CSAT. So let us discuss this in a decreasing manner. If you are scoring above 80, starting a couple of months before prelims will be sufficient. But if you are scoring between 60s and 80s, then starting from the month of January is what I would recommend so that you have good 4 5 months time period to practice enough questions so that you are not in a position of borderline scenario when it comes to UPSC 2026. Then if you are anywhere between 50s 60s, you can start from the month of December, 1 month extra. Next, if you are scoring below 50, the sooner you start, the better it will be. So, starting from the month of October will give you sufficient time to build your concepts and practice the questions so that you are in a good position to solve CSAT 2026. And remember, CSAT is not a paper where passive learning will help you. What you need for CSAT is active problem solving. Problem solving after you have understood the concepts. So, both of these things go hand in hand. See, the simple rule behind maths is one, you have to understand the concept, two, you have to practice it multiple times. If you are doing these two things, then nothing will be stopping you from scoring well in CSAT. Starting CSAT does not mean that you have to give all your time to CSAT. You can just give it a couple of hours every day or every alternate day so that you start building habit of solving quant, logical reasoning type of questions, and you eventually build that muscle memory. Finally, remember, CSAT won't give you a rank, but it can snatch away your rank. So don't let it do that. Start early, practice consistently, and make sure to make CSAT your strength, not your weakness. All the best, and I'll see you in the next one.